So let's look at this AKC Nationals Finals course. So on the start here, jump, dog, walk, doing dog on left is exactly what I would advise. I like that little push into the tunnel that you get there. It helps with the tunnel discrimination. And then you had plenty of time to get up here for this cross. Do watch on the timing of this blind cross. You almost were a little bit early because I don't want him to come out of the tunnel and see that jump behind you. So if we were to look right here at this, and it's a little bit hard to kind of see, but since you know the course and you know where you were, you can see that you're kind of looking over that right shoulder, shoulders facing out towards the camera. That jump is behind you. And here comes Andy out of the tunnel. So at his first glance up when he comes out of the tunnel, you've done your blind cross so soon that it really looks to me like he should be coming out over here and bypassing that jump. So when he exits out of the tunnel, I kind of want to be cueing over your left, get that mental commitment, and then step into the blind. You were able to save it by kind of like you were coming through doing the blind and then actually kind of opening up and backing up a little bit. But in terms of the blind, you were just a smidge early on that one. So watch the timing that you don't get him too comfortable with going behind you. Never good to get him too comfortable with going behind you and then having them do it when you don't want it. Off the A-frame, you can see here you got a little bit of a different striding than normal. Okay, but nicely down through the yellow because that was the section that got a lot of people. And then this went very easy for you. You got the front end here. All right, elected to come through and do the other front, going to the teeter dog on left. Again, another section where there were a lot of options. Because you have the independence off the A-frame, I think what you chose was the best option. And then here's where you had the bar. Now, I will agree with your statement that basically, instead of running ahead, staying ahead, and pushing in, it almost ended up, you almost kind of decelerated. So look how far ahead you are here. Okay, so you sent and you came through here, and then it almost looks like you're kind of starting to wait on him right here and let him come in. All right, so now you're really far away. He's way over here. You're stuck way over here. You went from being really far ahead to now him being behind. So you're hanging back, and then as he's coming over this jump, you step in. So now all of a sudden what this kind of hanging out and shoulder curling right here appears based on motion that we're coming in and doing this. Right? You're not indicating a push in any way. And then once he jumps, now watch all that motion step in. So now you kind of accelerate back out to that jump. So I think you have all of a sudden this change of direction and change of lead that results in the bar. So yes, as you said, it is a push. You needed to be, running in on this line immediately, not trying to like come up here and then redirect in, which is kind of what it looks like happens on that. All right, you decel and kind of pull away, and then you try to push in. It also looks like the spacing is maybe a little bit off. It looks a little tight, and maybe not, but maybe he had a little bit of a striding issue there. And then the front cross, easy peasy, nice turn there on that finish, and right on through. So as you rerun this ending, you did a much better job of setting the line and staying ahead. Like previously, if we think about at this point where you were, if you recall from the previous one, you were tucked behind that wing. So you were a good bit over this way on that previous one, hiding behind that wing and then pushing in, which here you're not, which just goes to tell me that you've done a better job of setting that line where you're already putting pressure and showing pressure in this direction at takeoff. So you can see he's just lifting here and you're showing pressure in, where before at this point you were still back over here. So, yes, you probably have a little bit of patterning helping you now that he ran it. All right, but then you have the bar on that one. That I don't think had anything to do with your line here. All right, I think you just hit that one because you've already set the line. You've already cued the tunnel. So those kind of zigzag, converge, diverge lines can be tricky. Might be something worth setting up and practicing just to work a little bit on the bars, but I certainly don't think of Andy as being a big bar knocker, so don't stress over it. Good work on this one.